First of all, I would like to thank our wonderful PTSAs for putting this event on. I appreciate all the time and effort and dedication you provide to our children, our schools, and our community. I would also like to thank each and every one of you for attending tonight. Just by taking the time to be here, time out of your busy lives, to learn more about the candidates shows me that you have a great commitment to this community, as do I. I'm asking for your vote tonight because it's time for a change. The time has come for a new generation of leaders to step forth and put Fernley back on track. It is time to elect a city council representative from Ward 1 who is accessible both to the new Fernley resident who purchased a home at the golf course after a move from California, to the third-generation farmer on Vine Street whose bumper proudly bears the sticker saying, "I don't care how they did it in California." And I believe I am the person to do that. When I moved to Fernley over 7 years ago, I had serious doubts about my ability to be happy here. But my love for this community, however, far surpassed any initial doubts I may have had, and I soon found myself deeply involved in community activities ranging from coaching soccer to judging high school forensic competitions for the American Legion and starting our first youth theater. My desire to be part of the City Council comes from this genuine love of Fernley and the people who live here. I've seen firsthand the dramatic changes the city has undergone in just the short few years it has been incorporated. When I first moved here, we leisurely drove along uncrowded two-lane roads and no one even knew what a roundabout was. But things have changed since then, and change, while inevitable, comes with challenges that require action. I am the type of person who can do that. In addition to the close ties within the community, I also bring education and experience to the table. I attended UNR, major in accounting. I have training in economics, statistics, marketing, and I know how to read financial statements. And these are all the things that really matter to the city government. I also have the courage and conviction to stand for the issues I believe in. From the first moment I decided to run for Fernley City Council, I have been clear and consistent in what I believe are the major issues that need to be addressed by the City Council, and I will immediately address them when I am elected. I am committed to making public safety a top priority for our neighborhoods. My husband and I are raising our family of 6 boys here in Fernley, and I understand the expectations of parents for a safe, active, and caring community. Real public safety begins with prevention, and it ends with the appropriate response when things go wrong. And that is why, as your councilman, I will devote more resources to police, firefighters, and public safety programs. I will work towards more activities and opportunities for our youth. I will work to light streets and alleys. I will work towards much-needed repair and maintenance of our streets and sidewalks. I will work with regional and state officials for road and infrastructure improvements, and I will make sure that the parks that our children play on are well-patrolled, well-maintained, with green grass, functioning lights, safe playgrounds and playing fields, clean and unlocked bathrooms, and shaded places to sit. I am committed to fiscal responsibility. The only thing worse than a tax or fee increase is a needless tax or fee increase. We are the only city federally mandated to build a new water treatment plant that did not receive grants to help pay for it. That is free money that's falling out of our pockets. Why are we the only community burdening our citizens with $90 million worth of debt? Our city manager's office needs to be more aggressive in seeking out grants so that our taxes and water rates don't continue to soar. Ms. Bonnie Duke, our city finance director, said we explored grants. Well, I'm a bit of a hockey fan, and Wayne Gretzky said you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. How many did we apply for? The answer, 0. She said we could not qualify for the AB 198 grant because we had more than 6,000 people. If you look on the website, it says preference will be given to those communities with under 6,000, but this year's recipients include Reno and Sparks, and I'm pretty sure they have a higher population than we do. Every dollar that the City Hall wastes is a dollar robbed from families who may need it to pay down their mortgage, send their kids to school, or take a retirement vacation. Does anyone really believe our politicians spend our money better than we do? I don't. And that is why, as your city councilman, I will eliminate wasteful government spending, and I will redirect redirect that revenue to needed services. I will reduce the tax money that's spent on consultants. We need an efficient government that hires people based on their ability to perform needed services. I will ensure that the capital projects are built at the most competitive prices and they are completed on time and on budget. I am committed to council oversight. The vote not to give the council additional oversight to the city manager was a mistake. Managing our public services and resources is what we elect our city council to do. Elected officials are public servants, but so are our city staff. The public expects those who govern us will work for the best interests of the city and not their own individual interests. They expect honesty, fairness, and a commitment to the common good. And when a public official fails in one or more of these, the public themselves has a very effective mechanism to hold the officials accountable, and that is at the ballot box, if at no other place. But the public also expects elected officials who operate on the public's behalf to hold the city staff accountable, and that is not currently being done. During my campaign and even before, I've seen that some public employees are not acting in the city's best interest. There are lawsuits that could have been avoided, disgruntled employees, past and current, and serious warning signs in our financial statements, including increasing debt, reductions in the general fund for the past 2 years, and NRS violations that can no longer be ignored. To fill its oversight and legislative responsibilities, the council needs to research issues and evaluate the information it receives from the city administration. The ability to get a good, sound second opinion is necessary if we want an excellent, efficient government. I'm committed to the citizens of Fernley. I'm passionate about making Fernley the community I know it can be. I'm committed to serving the residents of Ward 1 and Fernley by making myself 100% accessible for your voice and your concerns. I will use my community and work experience to work with the council and city staff to be an advocate for the city. I ask for your vote today so we can work together with a commitment to our community. Thank you.